and welcome to Lady Lovely Locks. Today we're gonna go over this little baby, which is John Renau's Mena, and this is in the color 14/26 S10, which is shaded pralines and cream. So not to be confused with just shaded praline, which is 12 FS8. So let's talk about this wig. The wig is a synthetic piece, not heat friendly. It is open wefted and it has an extended nape with the stays. It has the velvet ear tabs, the stays, and then it is a full mono top with a lace front. So there's not a whole lot of reviews on Mena, and this is the second Mena that I've owned. I love her because she's short, so she's going to last a long time, but she's not just straight across. So if you're looking for a little more edge, a little more pizzazz and style, this is a piece you can consider over getting something straight like Christy or Cameron, even Elle. I think Elle's a little longer. But if you're looking for something that just is a little more like, you know, then you try this instead. She's probably roughly the same price point. I think Christy's 100% hand tied. And Cameron is, I think, open wefted with mono top, and Kristen is the cheapest one. She's wefted, open wefted, and then she does not have a mono top. I think they all have lace fronts. But yeah, so this is something to give instead. She's got this angled bob, and a little bit like, well, just like Victoria Beckham's hair. See? Back in the day, I think her hair's long now. But anyways, it's the same style. And yeah, she's just pretty much, I mean, you know, this part in the back you can see is stacked. So let's see, because a lot of people have hair down below their nape. I have some of that, and I think this is not as short as Ignite, because Ignite has a short back neck. So I think that it would work well for you if you had hair in the nape. This cap, okay, so let me talk about the cap, because my first Mena, she was huge on my head. I wanted to take her in. I don't think I ever got around to it, but I probably could have taken in like 4 wefts. She was really big on my head, and I had to thin her because she was like very voluminous. Now this wig does have permatease, not as bad as some other wigs, some other brands, but you know, considering you want to be able to get that lift, there's permatease, and so it does have a little bit of that billowiness feeling, but that's to get the style. Otherwise it's going to be pretty flat. I had to thin out my other Mena. This one I didn't have to touch. I felt like she does not give me that rounded look that I've talked about before in other videos that I hate on certain wigs. I feel like it gives me this rounded head like my Zara did, and that's the only one I can think of right now. But you guys know what I'm talking about. This one I did not feel like gave me that feeling. And with this parting, so because of the rooting, you know, I would definitely add makeup under there, and do some right here. But I wore this wig to work, and people loved my hair. But I haven't worn this piece in a while. I've switched jobs, and so now I'm always wearing my hair back because I'm wearing like PPE and whatnot. And so it is just easier to have a wig that I could pull back on a little bun than a short piece. But before, like, this was one of my go-to work pieces, and I highly recommend it as a daily workhorse if you wear short wigs. But like I said, with this lace front, she is pretty dense. So if you want it to look more realistic, you want to pluck some of those hairs out and definitely add, you got hair tucked underneath it. No wonder it looks so funky. But, you know, definitely add some makeup underneath, like the powdered makeup, to just make it look a little more realistic. So the color 14/26 S10, as you've seen in other you know, reviews, is a warm blonde. I have this color in an Alexis, but I also had just the 14/26 in a Rachel. And without the rooting, it gives you more of that stripy look up here. So it does not look more natural. It looks less natural. So keep that in mind if you don't want the rooting. First I was like, oh, I don't want to worry. I don't have to deal with the knots and everything. So I did that, and I just messed with it so much and used like Sharpie on it. And I just was like, I don't mind the rooting. Believe it or not, adding the powder underneath makes a big difference. It's subtle, but add the powder, use a little bit of hairspray to help like seal it in, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, this is a warm blonde that's like warm blonde with like a little bit of auburn. That 26 is just barely an auburn. So in certain lighting, it'll pull red. I'm near outdoor lighting. Let me see if I open my door. So you can see some of that pulling out. So it's not overly red, but you know, it does have some. It's not, I wouldn't say this is a straight up blonde, at least in this synthetic version. But she's a beautiful color. You can see I posted, go check out my Instagram if you like this color, because I posted up close shots of this like outdoors so you could see the dynamics of this color. Just shows it a little better. But if you want to see this color up close, because let me tell you, I'm not a fan of the swatch that you see online. I don't think it's accurate. I think it's a little bit misleading. But I did a really good picture of this outdoors on my Instagram. So you can just see, you know, you can see the golden blonde, and then like right there, that's that auburn. So, and then it's done beautifully with this rooting. This rooting is a 10, so it's not quite as dark as an 8. So if you're turned off by like 12 FSA or like shaded mocha because of the rooting, this is a little darker. Might be more to your liking. So anyways, and this lace front, it's kind of loose on me. Normally when I wore this to work, I would hold this down. I would put the powder on it and hairspray it and put a little bit, just a little bit of It Stays, and this would hold down and it would look beautiful. So I'm gonna talk about this style because I know a lot of people these days are like, oh, that's a Karen style. But I want to show you. So I steamed this wig. This is one of those wigs, people buy it, it gets on their face. So for one, I steamed this. It was the first time I steamed a wig. So if you are curious about that, I will post that video in the description box and you can see how I did it, because a lot of these wigs we buy, they get straight in our face. So this piece, so the idea, if you want this to look a little more realistic and more edgy, you don't want it to be completely flat and slate. You know, every once in a while, yeah, but for the most part, you want it to look done up. So I'm going to show you with hairspray. John Renau has their hairspray, but if you don't have that, you can go to the store. This is flexible, alcohol-free hairspray, okay? So that's what you want to use on your wig. It cannot have alcohol in it because you will dry it out and ruin it. But you can use either John Renau's hairspray. I'm sure the other wig brands have hairspray. But you just want to kind of rough it up. This is how I do it. So this wig, I can play around with it and it does not, it's not baggy on my head. My other Mena was. And then use a little bit of Peace Out cream. I just bought this stuff for this exact reason, for this piece. Another piece I have. You don't need very much, but the idea is that you want to make it look less wiggy. And I had just put it in my fingertips. But by breaking up that monotony of that sleek piece, then you can give it this look. You can get it to look more sexy and just, she is, this piece is an easy ear tuck. My other Mena, I had to thin her before she would tuck behind my ears. So just because one wig in a certain brand fits perfectly doesn't mean they all will, and I can attest to that it's different with all of them. So yeah, but this one has always tucked behind the ear. But look at that, you can one that you can stack and get that volume, and it makes you feel good to wear a wig like this. It's edgy and it is a yet noticed wig. So just keep that in mind. If you want, it's fun. Some of us, we want to wear wigs that don't make us stand out at all. We just want to blend in, do our thing. But this one is for the girl with confidence, okay? This is for the girl who wants to show her stuff and when I wear this, like, I feel good. I feel like, I'm a badass. So it's all in your presentation and how you feel in your wig and how you want it to look. And I love this. So yeah, don't think that this is a Karen wig. This is not a Karen wig. This is, for someone who is confident who they are and they just want to look hot and beautiful, and you get yourself a little bit of hairspray to spruce that up, and you use the contour cream and get a little piecey, and this looks totally legit and natural. It's ruffled up and it doesn't look wiggy and it looks great. And this hair means don't mess with me, I know what I'm doing. Not in a Karen sort of way. You go to a restaurant and you be nice, but it's going to attract confidence. If you're single and you're looking to meet people, wear this hair because it's going to show that you have girl balls because you're wearing a cut like this. It's not, this is not tame and safe. This is a very vibrant style. So this is for someone who wants to, kick butt and take names and show that you're, not someone who lacks, confidence in themselves, and you can conquer whatever you want to do. And that's what this sort of wig is. So give her a shot. I would love to see more people try Mena's because she's a beautiful piece. This color is gorgeous too. This is a very beautiful blonde that every time I wear it, I'm just amazed So thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments what you think about this piece. Does it really look Karen, or you know, do you think it looks better with all the pieciness and edginess added to it? Let me know what you think, okay? And if you have a Mena, let me know too. Thank you. Have a good day.